Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Aaron.
And this is Jess.
If this is your first time here, please do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe so you'll always know when we're releasing new videos. So, with that being said, let's get into today's video. We're going to be talking about a surprisingly absent iconic Star Wars character.
Yes.
From the last two episodes. And what is going on with that. So, alright, here we go. Okay, since everybody, every bajillion people have seen the new Han Solo trailer from Super Bowl ad running right.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. We thought, I am excited about this movie coming out, and the whole, to get some Han Solo backstory, younger. Like, I get it. I think it's a great idea. But that is not what we're talking. That's not who we're talking about in this one. However, the connection obviously being we see young Lando in this Han Solo movie and all this stuff. So,
which is very exciting.
I know people have already broken down this trailer.
Oh yeah,
all the things you missed and stuff like that. That's not what we're not doing that in this one. We're simply mentioning it because the character that we are discussing appears in this film and is arguably one of the main characters. It looks like, based on the trailer. So yeah, I think the
and was a big player in the original trilogy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying is, and here's the issue is, especially after watching episode 8, that's one of the things, and we talked at length about this, and that's why we decided we thought we'd go ahead and make a video for you guys and let you guys weigh in with it a little bit and just see what you guys think. But here's the thing. Especially after watching episode 8, it had to simmer for a little bit, but I started and I know we're kicking them while they're down, maybe, if you want to look at it that way. A lot of people are unhappy with 8 and the direction it went. There's things I loved, there's things I didn't love so much. So I'm kind of on the fence about that one. But even episode 7, back up one before that, we still don't have a presence. Not surprisingly, though. What surprised me was he didn't show up in episode 8.
Yeah. By the time 8, at the very least.
Yeah. By the time 8 rolls around, you're thinking, oh, if Lando's still around, he's caught wind that Han is,
you have
Han
every
is gone.
reason to bring him into the story. It's too easy.
And I'm going to say, this is not spoiler-free by any means. I mean, this is late in the game. If you haven't seen episode 8 now, well, whatever. It's like, this is, I mean, basically everything in 8 has been shredded and documented by
which we're really not going to get into any twists or any of that stuff.
No, I'm not here to shred Disney or try and really talk down about Star Wars, because I still love Star Wars. It's not about that. It's just about the almost purposeful absence of Lando.
There was two. Well, I mean, you could have him come in because of the death of Han.
Yeah.
Or there's places in the movie that you could throw him in. We had a casino planet.
Oh, I know. Even a cameo in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally someplace he would have hung out.
He could have been kick back at the table, I'm retired. And that would have been...
That would have been acceptable. It'd be like, oh, we got it.
We know he's out of the game, but he's...
However, there was, as far as we know, number one, we're 6 leaves off. And by the way, Lando... if you, again, making the connection, if you want to talk about getting into Battlefront 2 is a heavy player, playing through the story campaign.
Yeah.
He's included in the game as a playable character. He's a hero, one of the heroes on there and stuff, which we have done some
had a
Battlefront
lengthy mission with him in the campaign.
Yeah, and he has a presence there. Now, given that's directly after episode 6, is where it picks up. It starts, right at the destruction of the Death Star and in the story campaign. So, of course, he is involved in that. Obviously, he blew it up.
Did
You know?
Mr. Williams do the voice on the game?
I believe so. I think it is Billy D.
I'd have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure.
You can somebody can fact check us on that. If they didn't, whoever they did hire to do it did a pretty good job.
So, I
do think it was him.
If it was him, they're playing nice, obviously.
Yeah, they give him like, and I actually tried researching some of this, doing a little bit of Googling and whatnot to try and come up with some information, and I didn't really find anything that said Lando's story is not finished.
Yeah.
I didn't find anything conclusive. You know what I mean? Like, so, because even Billy D himself kind of hinted around to the idea that Lando is going to make an appearance in a few things I read. You know, I don't know. I don't have any quotations on that, or, you know, I don't have any links I'm going to throw in the description on that to support that. I'm just Google it. You'll bring up the other stuff. So, but I think in 8, a perfect moment for Lando to show up, because again, when 6 ends, he's still a general in the rebellion. He's arguably Han's best friend next to Chewie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and Luke. Okay, I mean, and Luke. All right, so give that. But you know, he's definitely that inner circle. I mean, they go way back. They got history. As this new film is going to explore, you're going to see that history of them.
Build on to, yeah.
Absolutely. It's only gonna affirm and support the information you got from the original trilogy. Obviously, episode 5 and 6. So it's going to build on that, and the pinnacle moment that I think just would have been absolutely incredible if Lando, General Calrissian, as he would still be considered, I guess, assuming he's still alive. Let's not gloss over that either. But assuming he's still alive, because we have nothing to say that he died. We don't know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty lame if that's what they did.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't. Now again, we're not exploring all the Star Wars canon. So feel free to comment on this and let us know. Yeah. Like he died in the books.
Oh yeah.
Like, because I mean honestly, I don't delve into the EU a lot. I mean I dabble with some of the stuff that comes up that's interesting. But,
yeah.
I mean I don't spend a lot of time there. I mean basically the canon is based on the movies, the episodes, and even these now our second spin-off movie of Star Wars and stuff like that. So. But here's the thing, General Calrissian, the absolute perfect moment he could have flown in is they're at the end, the little ships are trying to get to the planet, the old abandoned rebel base where the showdown is, and all of a sudden, because they've been sending out the distress calls, right? Leia has, and no response. Unusually no response, like no one shows up, which I thought was kind of odd, because they make such a large point to do that 2 or 3 times, twice for sure. I think they mentioned it or whatever. So it would have been awesome. You got the one that died, the one that got killed off. Snoke's ship is bearing down on him. You know, they've been outrunning them for a while. They're running out of fuel, all this stuff. So Snoke's bearing down on them, and then Lando, everybody warps in, and Lando's leading this armada, exactly, the space armada to assist the Resistance. Now it's not the Rebellion anymore. Now it's the Resistance. So, and he just flies in, and he's just like, and then he's there, and he's just piloting. Obviously, I mean, he's not the Falcon, but whatever ship he's in doesn't matter. Some lead ship, and. Boom! Epic space battle going on in space. Really well done ground battle going on down there on that planet. The name escapes me. I don't guess they even mention it. But, so that would have been like if I could have brought Lando back, it would have been right.
Yeah, if they really
moment.
wanted to work on it, they could have easily wrote. There's just like I said, man. There's so many ways they could have threw him in there. And maybe they're saving him for something really awesome. For the last one in this trilogy.
I said, what can they do at 9 to fix 8? I don't know. Can you fix 8? As far from the fan perspective, is it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's the?
A Jedi.
What is the what? What are you gonna do?
You have Kylo Ren wake up and it was all a dream.
Oh my gosh! And you know what? Jess just ruined Star Wars for the internet because that was it right there. That's exactly what's gonna happen. It was all just a dream. It was like Super Mario Brothers 2. It was all just a dream. Okay, so, but yeah, I mean, again, an iconic character in the Star Wars universe. He's unusually absent, even though he was prevalent in the game, which they do tie to the movies. But that's why they do the release date so close together, so you get a little bit of that, the content that ties in with the next movie coming out. You get some of that. Some of the story may, a little bit. It kind of mixes,
Yep.
You have there's no information on it. There's nothing like.
Yeah, they don't even drop
Not even a line of dialogue. Yeah. Like I just don't understand that. And to be such a prevalent character that he was, and again, good friends with the main characters in the Star Wars universe that we're watching through the episodes. And it just be so unusually absent in what's going on. I really just thought it breeds discussion, I guess. Like, why wouldn't you bring this character in? A fan favorite of a lot. I mean, he's the charismatic. He's a lot like Han, the whole scoundrel thing, and all that stuff.
Had his shining moments and
absolutely took down Death Star #2. Was big in that whole battle. His role was prevalent throughout all of Episode 6. He was involved in all that stuff. And, rescued Han from Jabba.
Yeah.
That whole thing at the beginning of Return of the Jedi. He's part of the orchestration in getting Han and them out of Jabba's palace. Why would he be so unusually absent? I've said that a lot. I got to quit using that term. But it's true. It's just unusual.
It is.
That he has not made an appearance in Episode 7, but especially Episode 8.
When 8 screamed.
It screamed another character to come in. Well, we eliminated Han. So that character is gone.
They're boxing up and Pretty Little Bow stuff with all the original characters.
I know. But we've got this loose end hanging out here for the fans. I think a lot of the fans would like to know, where's Lando?
Yeah,
what has Disney decided to do with Lando? Why are we not seeing what's going on with him? So, anything. I think it warrants discussion. I don't know where they plan to go with that. I'm not sure anybody does outside of him. If anybody's even raised the question.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot being talked about these films.
True. And here's the thing. It's one of those, essentially all the fanboy fiction for Episode 8 was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, essentially all of it was wrong. I only got one thing right walking into that movie when we went. The only thing I got right was... Oh, no, I tell you that. I got two things right. I did get two things right. Was Luke is going to tell a little backstory about what happened with Kylo in the Jedi Temple.
Well, yeah, we was all hoping a little more than what they had.
A little more, but at least we got an explanation. And we did learn where Rey comes from. Supposedly. But even she, doesn't deny what Kylo says. He tries to get her to say it, but she doesn't deny it.
No.
She knows it's true, she just doesn't want to say it. But, and here's the thing, okay, I realize that destroys one of the videos we previously made about the Battlefront.
We played that right before we went and seen the movie.
We did. It was pre-Episode 8 view. I mean, it was still a great theory. And honestly, up until the release of the DLC for Battlefront 2, that theory still could have held up. It's really the game itself that destroyed our theory, not the movie.
So basically a week.
Basically a week, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it, basically a week. So, yeah. But anyway, back to talking about Lando stuff. So, a large iconic character in the Star Wars universe, and just a complete loose end hanging out there with no mention of what's going on. Again, but they wrangle in the new character, obviously the younger Lando, playing him in the Han Solo movie, so they are still thinking about it.
Yep.
You
yeah,
know,
he's relevant.
He's relevant, exactly. So are we gonna see him in episode 9? Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe someone needs to start an online petition. Maybe they'll listen because of how 8 turned out. You know, right or wrong, whatever. Maybe if we start petition like a Where's Lando petition.
I don't know. Like I said, you read some comments from Ryan Johnson about that stuff, and it's kind of disheartening. Like, he couldn't please everybody, so he just didn't bother to please anybody.
Yeah,
You know? And again, I'm not here to trash Star Wars. That's not what this is about. I just think it warrants discussion. It's interesting that this character has just not even been mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, such a prevalence. His introduction in episode 5, huge role in episode 6, gone in 7, prevalent in Battlefront 2, which is transitioning from 6 to 7 in the timeline. Nothing in 8, with a perfect place to introduce him into this trilogy. A perfect place. An epic moment. I mean, I would have got chills if that happened. Like, I'd have been like, oh. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. What's her name? The one that flew the ship through Snoke's.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was a great moment. I don't want to rob from that because that was freaking awesome. And I'm pretty sure when that happened, like, the whole thing goes silent as soon as she flies. So there's no sound at all. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the theater that went, whoa, because it was dead silent in the theater. Everybody was thinking whoa, but mine just came out. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize I was doing it. But and then you get the wow, you know. I mean, it was awesome. That was a great moment, and a great sacrifice and all that stuff made, you know, to save everyone. She knew she was going down anyway, and she sacrificed herself. One last shot at him, and it was great. It worked. Yeah, I mean, for the most part. You know.
Yeah, but they could have threw him in anywhere.
They still could have done. They could have done that, and then, boom, out of hyperspace, this whole armada headed by Lando, and he could have had something really, really smooth and clever to say when he popped in. Of course,
he would have to have something.
I mean, he would, because Lando. I mean, that's his style, you know. And he could have been like, I don't even have anything that clever to say. I don't know what he would have said.
Yeah, that's way better.
He would have had something pretty cool to say and smooth.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it might have been directed at Leia, you know, because of their whole little thing that stems from episode 5, you know, and he's kind of eyeing her, you know, and Han gets onto him, which is kind of funny, you know. He could have said something to Leia about, you know, you're still looking good after all these years or something. I don't know. It could have been something funny. The movie was riddled with some decent comedy.
Yeah.
And comedic relief and stuff. So it could have been something like that. But anyway, so maybe 9 will give us an answer to this.
Yep.
You know, like you said,
I'm hoping so.
He's still relevant. They're not talking about him at present, but you know, so. But hey, this is just our opinion, guys. Let us know what you think. Hit us up in the comments, and we can talk about it. And, you know, hey, just no, you guys are dumb. They already covered this, or it's already been done. You know, we know where Lando is. I don't know where he's at.
And we can have that's what happened.
I'll make a reaction video if someone can explain to me in the comments.
Yeah.
Where Lando is. We'll keep going with it. We'll talk about it, because I'm genuinely concerned, I guess, about why they're not doing this. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we hope you got something out of it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take us out, Fry Walker. Yeah, where's Lando?